Hey guys, here. Welcome to Market Monday. We got a lot to get through, so let's get through it. I want to go through the news of the hour right up front before we get into the bulk of the show. We have house rules coming back confirmed. They took away weekend league and solo battles to fix server stability, which it seems like the server stability or the disconnects were only on Xbox. They took it away for everybody, so it's kind of like, I don't know, a rotten apple spoiling the bunch, or what my teachers referred to me in school as. So let's talk about house rules before we talk about the whole going away of the other things. Switch it up this week. Take your ultimate team in traditional college overtime. Start the house rules missions to learn more. So I saw some people on Twitter like, well, we don't want to go to overtime. I think it starts in overtime. I think it's going to be a quick one. It's going to be mission-based, aka objective-based, where you basically probably need to win 10 of them. Like last year, rewards were pretty good last year. It varied from house rule to house rules. At one time, we got 95 overall limited time. I think that Gronk was 95 overall. Anyways, like best tight end in the game we got for one of them, the retiring Gronk. Or was he 99? He might have been 99 overall. But my memory is hazy. Maybe I'm thinking of Muttmaster Gronk. So the rewards will be great, and we don't know them. They didn't share them with us. They could be anything from 60 trophies. They could be 20,000 coins at if you go 6-0, maybe give you 40,000 coins. I don't know how they're gonna do it with the server stability and the DC issues. Maybe they don't go 6-0 rewards at all this year. Like they started the year last year at 6-0 rewards, and then you had to do that. You had to go. I forgot what was it? They won 6-0 only to get it, but there were so many issues along with disconnects that people got angry at that. So they ended up making objective based because we complain enough, and we kind of made ourselves into a little bitch, like we are. The squeaky wheel gets the cheese here on the Gut Fox show, and the community basically made it so. Yeah, they turned it into an objective-based list and made it 10-0 or 10 total wins instead of 6-0. So I'm glad to see it again coming back, objective-based, aka missions, so that way disconnects won't harm us and take us out of our undefeated run like they were last year and earlier this year. But they ended up taking out solo battles and weekend league. Now, what does that do for us all and the market? Basically, it's injecting fewer coins into the market next week. But those things, some people took, packs out of those and not just coins. So it's going to harm a little bit of, the player base and playing the game. A lot more people will probably be playing seasons this weekend. Good way to catch up on some of your Muttmaster grinding instead of solo battles. And your other kind of, enjoyment of the mode challenges, that kind of stuff. But overall, for the mode, I don't think it affects anything too much. We might see a little bit less inflation next week, but we've been kind of holding steady for maybe going up very slightly for the past few days into a week back. So the market's been kind of really holding steady-ish. All the new cards are kind of chopping off the amount of inflation. That's what I've seen, at least in my numbers. And of course, some cards go up, some cards go down due to different reasons. And we'll get into certain things in a little bit. So house rules, I'm excited. I expect, we don't know what the rewards are going to be, but I expect they're going to be phenomenal and worth doing, so definitely look at doing house rules. Oh, one thing I want to mention, sorry for interrupting, that I forgot to mention during the show. A lot of people, I saw in the comments, but not a lot, a couple people were nervous about making a investment in the kicker, like I said, and he's 500k, so it worked out. Limited time card worked out. It went up in price, and I guess you're welcome if you did invest in that. If not, well, we'll get him next time. Back to your regularly scheduled Market Monday. All right, next on the list, I want to get to the training spreadsheet. We got, a few more things besides for that on investing. But to go on, let's check out the training spreadsheet. So we got new veterans in the store, and I did the math on the veterans. I've done the math on the other sets, like you guys know. Exclamation point training in my Twitch stream to see this at any time. I'll also link it in the description here on the Market Monday. So these training reroll sets, these things, can get glitchy at times. Unfortunately for the veterans, let me share the bad news right here. So, veterans, it costs you 930 training rerolls to get into them. An 84 costs 700 training, and an 85, 970. That's how much you're going to get back from it. So, they've clearly heavily slanted this towards the top end. If you pull an 85, you'll profit only 40. But if you pull a 70, you're going to lose 230. So you have to literally beat the odds a crazy amount. So fuck the economists for doing this, for not making it more of a gamble than an actual straight up loss. they can really suck a fat one on this one. They gotta, it's terrible. Like, why would they slant it so far against the player's odds and a gamble like that? This is worse than casinos, right? So the odds of hitting an 85 or an 84 are already slanted against us, to my knowledge. I haven't pulled 100 or 200 or whatever the sample size you need to pull this because it's such a loser. So it's slanted against us there. And then, like I said, so 40 wins. So you get 40 on a win and you lose 230. Well, you got to win 5 to 1 in order to profit. Terrible, 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 terrible. Embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. Now, the one thing that makes it closer to even is actually the coin cost back into it, which is fair. So to get that training, you need I-25, aka this number, times D26, aka the minimum training amount. Okay? And they've caught on to us, right? So here's the thing. You can get training cheaper in other places than you get out of this set, right? So that's what you do. You find it. It's called arbitrage. 51K is about the expected amount. And then you're going to like basically split that number with the value you get out of the packs. But here's the thing. That's the market recorrecting, right? That's the market fixing itself around it. So while I understand that the coin comes out right in the middle, still suck a fat dick. Seriously, that's fucking bullshit. Give us a break, please. Next time, if you put any more of these reroll sets in, please give us a break where it's not just kind of like leeching money, leeching coins, leeching training from our binders just because the market adapts to it. So, real sad boy hours with that. Veterans not worth re-rolling for. The cards aren't that good. There's only one that I consider adding to my squad, and it's the center. Otherwise, the flashbacks, that's a loser. Heavyweight's a loser too. The heavyweights were the only ones that were slightly slanted towards winning because the Ali Marpet card right away, and then we got the Ali Marpet card right away was at 140K. All right, because it was like one of the best left guards, if not the best left guard in the game. And then they put out Bruce Matthews a couple days later, basically taking the entire, I don't know, the sales out of the Marpet kingdom. The Muppet Marpet. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say here. So that's why it's back down to also another loser. So everything with the Marpet no longer at 140, it's at 90. Basically the reroll cost of the set. So I think the reroll cost is 99. Or around there. I can just check the spreadsheet. It's right freaking here. 98.3. So 98,000 coins. So yeah. Every 86 is a loser in this one now. 87s are even close to losers because Joey Bosa's right around that with the market cost. So no current rerolls there are any profitable. The only one that I can see is close to it still after all this time are those Super Bowl set. Superstar set, not Super Bowl. You re-roll the golds at 3,300 cost to you, and the Superstar sell price is actually 3,950. So the Mahomes set, not worth it at all. Because Mahomes selling for 400K and he takes 373 to build, so with tax it's not worth it. But the golds still kind of like very, it's not even worth your time kind of profit right there. But I will say one nice thing is that this high set, the training, it costs 820 training to reroll them, and the price for elite to reroll at, it's 45,000 coins for that amount of training. And then the sell prices are 40 and 61 on the 85. So it's not bad. Oh, ignore this. This is just like if I quick sold that shit. So if you get lucky, yeah, a little bit, but then you could also lose pretty bad in 84s, and you roll a lot more 84s than 85s. So anyways, that is the kind of training. Here's the cost coins per training. Training market slightly up near the middle, around here. But at the top end, at like the regular prices that you'll get for the good prices here, the 56, 55, that's about steady from last week. But anyways, let's go back to the show. So we talked about, inflation's kind of here. We'll see it a little bit. We'll see what happens with house rules. The playbooks, somebody's still saying they're just still having luck with playbooks. I mentioned the last 2 or 3 weeks, however many Market Mondays I've done. Is this the third one or the second one? This might be the third one. This is the third Market Monday, not the fourth. So the playbook re-roll set with all the playbooks are okay. Checking on legend sets. I mentioned this last week too. I gotta keep mentioning this every week. Check on this stuff. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes these things are open and worthy about it. Sometimes they aren't. Like Lawrence Taylor was not profitable right away. Then it came profitable for a little bit. I guess we could check back in on Lawrence Taylor's if he's profitable. He's going for 235. Okay. Right off the bat, I don't love it. 235 plus 117. Okay, that's not bad. So we're at 340. 340-ish. We'll say 380. Right there. Put them together for 410. And 410 plus 25 is 435. All right, if I did my math correctly, which I don't know. I don't head math. I'm not Oscar from The Office genius. 435 right there. Let's look at how much he goes for in the market. I hope my batteries aren't around. I got the low battery message while I was on the spreadsheet. So we're playing under the gun right here. Lawrence. We'll just do Taylor. Taylor Swift. 91 or 90. 497. So very slight profit in building him. If you are willing to do that, you make it 20K right there with the taxes and everything. 50. 496 minus 50. Yeah. You have to grab some snipes on the cards. You'll be fine. If you can snipe it. Otherwise, I want to repeat what I've said, power-up investing. I think somebody asked me on Twitch about they invested in a bunch of halfbacks in something for power-ups. Like I said, with power-up investing, we saw this last year. We'll see it again this year. Some power-ups are worth it. Get cards that people are actually going to want to use and power up. Don't get, like, these slow fucking players that are worthless. But, yeah, I guess investing in anybody, to be fair, if you get them cheap enough, you can make profit off any of these things. Like Cooper Kupp, like I guess Rams fans are going to want one of him. But I don't know. He's okay. Yannick, are you kidding me? Look at this guy's block shed. He got a new card and he still sucks. Yeah, so invest in the right guys, and I think you can be profitable with that. I just want to reiterate that. Don't invest in just disasters. Right tackles are always decent investments. Dotson, when he got an upgrade last year, I think he got a decent card. But, yeah, just be smart with yourselves for that investment. Otherwise, market numbers, I'll just flash you over to the notepad. So these are last week's numbers. I'll type in this week's numbers. 70 to 74s this week. We're at 1650. You can also see this in my training spreadsheet, this week's number. 75 to 79s at 3,500, so we're up a little bit. 80s are at 14. Oops, let me get a space there. 14,700. Maybe we should put a comma here. Actually, I kind of like the commas. We'll comma and space it. All right, 82s are at 22,250. 84s are at 42,950. You might be wondering, how do you know this? Because I literally just gathered this data 2 minutes ago for the training spreadsheet. 86s are at 80,000. And 88s are at 145,700. And remember, this is just me not filtering down to find individual positions. This is me looking on the main filter. So you can always find price. Well, you could generally always find prices cheaper than this when you're looking. And the 90s, actually, whoa, 90s are at 273. So a week ago, week to week, Monday over Monday, we are up on the high stuff. Weird. In my mind, oh, maybe they're low 50s last week. Yeah, looks like we are up. I misspoke earlier in the show. This is why we do this every single week. Because it's reals, not feels here. So 86s are the same. 84s, 84s are up. Yeah, I think last week we got that pump full of, we got a lot of 84s maybe with the Superstar promo. That's why those were down a little bit versus training. But now they're back up. 61 coins for training. Interesting. But yeah, high-end market. Up still from last week. So we hit that inflation. We are moving into promo season, remember. So with promo season comes deflation and new cards. We already got Superstar promo. It might take another week for us to get another one, but the Reaper for your card value is coming. How soon, we do not know. Only people at EA would. All right, so that is it for the Market Monday. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.